Damn. Oh, Lord have mercy.
Unexpected. Can't stay much, but hi, y'all.
Oh, thank you, being amazing. I need to, like, first of all, I guess my mic's on. Second of all, I gotta fix that notification. Let's see. Smooth Criminal, how long will you be streaming? I'll go about 2 hours probably. And that's kind of a weird time of the week. The other reason I'm actually doing this is because I was fortunate enough to have the day off. Grimsy Reaper, what's going on? Alert box settings. Yeah, I'm trying to make sure these aren't too loud. Oh, I just realized I can, like, I spent so long. I can do all that from here, right? Maybe I can't. Maybe I can. Let's see. Sound volume, we'll just take it down a little bit. Save that. I hope that's not too loud. I was messing with this the other night because I would like to start doing this more often. Save setting on that. Save setting on that. Voila. Okay. Let's see. Yes, the background video is from Stellar Blade. The video was cool. Appreciate that. How we doing? Just fine. What was in here? Pistolium, Red Rider, Grim's Reaper. Hey, what's going on, Mitch? How are you, buddy? Mitch, I saw your tweet about the change in your tinnitus. That's incredible, man. I'm extremely happy for you. That's huge. A link to the lo-fi playlist? No. And the reason is because, see how it's going there, like in a row at the bottom? I have just a ton of stuff just kind of downloaded to my computer so I can play it easily. Let's see. Okay. And they're too loud right now. I need to turn it down. Jeez, I'm so rusty at this. Like this is by, I think this might be Glitch City right here that's about to play. I thought they had the titles of the authors included, or the artists included, but I guess not. Whatever, we have enough people, I guess. Let's get going. Let me turn it down just a bit. Where is the thing? Here I am. Hello, everyone. How you doing? Welcome to a lonely little Wednesday here in my home. The only reason I have today off is because I'm fortunate enough to work at a place that gives us Juneteenth off, which is wonderful. So I'll happily take the day off. So happy Juneteenth, everyone. So here we are. I made a new video on Saturday. In case you missed that, go check it out. It is up on the channel now. And now the past couple of days, I've just been playing some games, been getting caught up on other work, doing a handful of things here and there. And one thing I did not get to do because the last video took up so much time and took up so much just faculties in my of me. Speaking is hard. I like missed out on like all the summer trailers. The only thing I've seen is the direct. I saw the direct yesterday that hyped me up, and because of that, I made a list of just all the trailers that I basically have just seen the trailer, seen like a thumbnail for, or saw like rumblings on Twitter, and because of that, that's how I've come up with the list I've come up with. So we're just gonna watch some trailers today, kind of talk, add to the backlog. You know how it is. Even though the backlog videos are done, the backlog itself is never ending. So, you know how it is. What's going on? Let's see who else is here. Kanye, good to see you. Luigi Plushie, that's good. That's no Goofy. Yeah, this whole little area here is very fun. I've also ordered some figures, which y'all will hear more about in the future. That's kind of fun. Yeah, it's cool. It's nice being here. Untouchable Eton says, what's going on? The Sayonara Wild Hearts on your... Yeah, no, I was a big fan of Sayonara Wild Hearts. It's a very short game, and I meant what I said in the backlog video when I say, like, I didn't actually play it. I just watched the whole thing without realizing an hour had passed. It was incredible, incredible little game. It makes me actually want to go play it at some point, because it's sort of that thing where, you know how when you... like whenever you were a kid and you were being driven around by your parents or whatever, you'd look out the window and you'd see like the power lines kind of running as you were going 60 miles an hour or whatever it was, and you just see a little man jumping across, like, you know how your little video game playing mind works. You just see little Mario running across the wires or whatever it is. That to me is what that game kind of manifests. It's like it's literally just sounds meshing together with your imagination, like personifying those sounds, if that makes any sense. Beautiful game, incredible music. Please play Disco Elysium. Is it Disco Elysium? I might be talking about a different game, I'm just realizing. Sayonara Wild Hearts. Disco Elysium is another game that has significantly less disco, I think, than Sayonara Wild Hearts. But I also haven't played all of Disco Elysium. There's too many games. Anyways, hi. Deus Ex Machina says first on catching one of your streams. Well, welcome, Deus Ex. Nothing special goes on here. It's just fun. It's just a fun, simple time. Valky says, hey, Daryl, big fan of your videos. I look forward to every upload. Appreciate that, Valky. Thank you so much for saying that. But yeah, and then Kanye says, did you not see that not Danganronpa gang announced at the Direct yesterday? Yeah, so let's just start with that, actually, because I was watching the Direct very quietly with some friends, kind of as it was happening in the Discord chat. What was that game called? No clue what that game was called. What the hell was it? Hang on, let me go to Nintendo's actual page. Yeah, I guess maybe I should get a screen for y'all so I can see. I don't want to watch this. I just want to go find their channel. Yeah, because they had a handful of things that were announced. It was a good Direct. It was a very, very good Direct. Obviously, Metroid 4 was massive. I can't believe that... I really give props to Nintendo for sticking with it, because it would have been very easy to be like, hey guys, I'm sorry, it's not happening. But they stuck to their guns. They were like, we're going to blow them all away. Better late than never, you know? This is what it is. So this is the Danganronpa Light trailer, right? Let me turn my music down a little bit. Screenbound? I don't know if I did. It's probably in my list. Yeah, so I saw this trailer and immediately was like, oh yeah. And then a friend of mine was like, no, stop. These are dumb games. And I was like, no. Well, they kind of are, but they kind of aren't. I saw these enemy designs. I didn't know what to think. I have a lot of mixed feelings about this. Because I don't know that I actually enjoy playing this. I just see the art style and I'm like, cool. And it makes me reminiscent of Danganronpa. There are things I liked about Danganronpa. There are things I didn't like. Honestly, if I had played Danganronpa on my own, I would not have been as excited about it as I was whenever I played with everybody here. What made that fun was streaming it, not actually playing the game. I have very mixed feelings about Danganronpa as a whole. Yeah, and so there's just a lot of visual novel elements. Which, I was telling them yesterday, or whatever day it was that this came out, that like instead of playing a visual novel, I would just rather actually read a novel. Like I'm at a point in my life where I just kind of read books halfway, semi-often, and this just feels like reading a book with more steps. You know what I mean? But I don't know. Maybe that's a controversial opinion. So this is the Danganronpa Light game. That's interesting. You know, I would give that a go. I suppose 100 something. Yeah. Screenbound, perhaps. I know I mentioned this a second ago. What is this? Screenbound. Oh, what the hell? Okay, hang on. I don't think I have seen this. I can already tell this is going to be really creative. Oh no. Oh, I don't like how much this is going to make me think. So you're in 2 dimensions in one and 3 in the other, and you have to solve both at the same time. Oh, this is really trippy. This is gonna break so many people's noggins. I'm into this. I like this idea a lot. Enemies too? Look how this gets right into the gameplay, by the way. Do y'all remember with Sony's presentation, like the first 10 minutes was just a whole bunch of like quirky dialogue and cutscenes and before they finally got to the game. This just gets right into the game and tells you exactly why you should play it. And I get that there's no probably heavy story that goes with this. So this rule doesn't apply for all trailers. Sometimes you have to sell the story. But it's so important to just get right into the meat of it. Yeah. That's one thing I would almost love to make a video on, is just the whole psychology of like how to instantly get people to check out from watching your trailer if you're a game maker versus people immediately being like, oh yeah, I gotta play. This is cool as shit. Let me see. This is going to be on Steam. Yeah, I'll wishlist that. I've changed up, just so you guys know, compared to the backlog project last year. This is the current backlog as it sits right this second. Blue is what I'm playing, so I'm working on that. I'll probably start up this tomorrow, obviously. But the way this works now, I used to have a whole separate tab that was potential games. And just stuff like this. Basically, my point is now is like I will add it to my wish list on Steam, and it just makes it simple so that whenever it's released, I get a notification that it's released. I can make a decision at that point based on how the reviews were, which that does matter to me a little bit. But I'll still play something with bad reviews if it feels unique enough, if there's something about it that like stands out to me, right? So like it can have bad reviews, but if I feel like it's not derivative of anything, if I feel like it's something that's truly out there and like an idea that I just love to see try, even if it's really faulty, I'll still play it. But the point is I wait until release to decide if I actually want to put it on the backlog enough. But this right here, stuff like this, I'll happily add to the wish list. So let me do that. Add to wish list. Let's see. This looks promising. Looks so cool. Yeah, sorry about that, Grims. You know, you do what you got to do. The stream will be here. I'll be back again at some point. Mario Party had my bank crying. I was like, oh no, wait, there's more boards and DLC. Yeah, Kanye, the Mario Party looks really good. We have an event my buddies and I do in like early October, and we were really bummed because this comes out after the day we're all getting together. So we're just like, oh shit. The Mario Party looks really good. Playing that while just walking in VR. Yeah, Squid makes a good point. That would be insane. Expedition 33. I have heard that, Deos. Yes. Okay, so that's on my list over here of stuff to watch. I'm excited about that one. I've seen like a couple seconds of gameplay. I haven't seen the proper trailer. There's a lot. I haven't seen any of these trailers properly. Get Hoover says, hi, Daryl. Nice to see you stream more often. It's nice to be back a little bit. It really is. I will, yeah, Foul. Foul says we'd be playing DLC tomorrow for Elden Ring. Absolutely. I'm probably going to play this afternoon the base game just so I can kind of remember how to play because God help me. But yeah, so here we go. Juniverse is going on. Good to see you. Been a hot little minute, hasn't it? If you're just joining us, everybody, we're just watching some trailers. I missed all of Summer Games Fest with the exception of like Alan Wake getting DLC and like a couple other small things. There was a ton of stuff that I missed from Summer Games Fest. There's a ton of stuff that I missed from just overall. Like, there's a lot of stuff I added to this on a whim because I just saw a thumbnail that looked cool for a game. No clue what all is in here, except I think this is a playlist of trailers that I have missed, but I'm excited to know about. This is a game I know about ahead of time. This is Abyss Zero. These are the same folks that made what's that game called? Unsighted, which is a really good game. I made a video on that, time mechanics and all that. But this is their game, so that's already promising. SMTV Vengeance, I've heard was pretty good. I don't know if it's about story. I have a friend that's playing it. Spencer, what's going on? Hell yeah. One more month until College Football 25. Hell yes. Niche as hell, but yes, I will be playing a lot of NCAA when it drops. Oh, thank you, Grim. I appreciate you saying that on the thumbnail. I went back and forth a lot with that, but that just felt like the right one to kind of get the vibe of what the video is about. So here we go. This is interesting. So this is Abyss X Zero. And right out the gate, you can kind of tell like what type of vibe it is. But the gameplay that I've seen is really good as well. Also, we can't be doing this. We can't be doing this stutter step nonsense. Is it because it's in 4K? That would be why. We're streaming right now. Help me out. There we go. Make this go away and we'll start it over. But you can immediately tell what the style is. And this is interesting too because this was not the same style that was on Unsighted. It was kind of this style, but it was completely pixel art. This is kind of a match between the 3D and the pixel art. Obviously, there are some features to this game, but the gameplay does have me intrigued. That looks like a similar creature to something in Unsighted. I wonder if they're linked. Maybe there's a cooking mechanic. So yeah, this looks fun. Very Kill la Kill vibes every now and then. That looks a cool way to jump up onto a boss. That's a lot of hands. Get to drive that around. That's fun. So yeah, there's a lot here that you could tell are good pieces. You just kind of hope that it comes together for a complete sort of experience. Because what made Unsighted interesting was the decisions you had to make based on time and like who you were going to save. And all of these pieces can be here. Cool character design, cool world, cool mechanics as far as combat and travel and movement go. That appears to all be there. I just hope it kind of all comes together fluidly. You know what I mean? Yeah, we did. I can't believe it's been 7 years since Prime 4 was announced. I remember being at a completely different stage of life whenever Metroid Prime 4 got announced. There's not a ton, it feels like. Are there 2 pro tags? Good question. Good question. You saw hands, I saw something else. I was trying to call attention to something that, maybe you weren't looking at. I'm just, trying to help you experience the trailer. Fairy Knuckles, gotta go for an appointment. Hey, Fairy, appreciate you dropping by. Best of luck in your appointment. I hope it goes well. Maybe so, Universe. I'm not sure. Yeah, Foul. Same here. I don't know that I have the same hype for Prime 4. I do want to play the first Prime because the HD remaster of it does exist now. I never played it when it shadow dropped that day, like a year or so ago. I got into the original Metroid Prime probably like 8 hours in. Probably not that much, probably like 6 hours in. But I was a pretty good chunk into it. And then I got like a ravenous case of COVID. It was the first time I ever had it back in 2021. Oh, and I was so sick. And every time I think about Metroid Prime, I just remember how sick I was. And immediately it just makes me not want to touch it. But I think enough time has passed. I should try to play Metroid Prime again. Are Primes all prequel to the original Metroid? Good question. I don't know it that well. Grim, if you need to study, you go study. You could always come back for the next stream. It's okay. Yeah, Foul. It's tough owning something and then not getting to it. Dungeons of Hinterberg. So I don't remember. I think this is something I added to the list on a whim. Obviously, the art style stands out to you a little bit. We got some fish lips. Okay, so it's cool little puzzles. I'll probably pass on this one based on what I'm seeing now, unless it really wows me here in a minute. But this is for somebody. I go back and forth on. Here's what I've discovered. I really like puzzles in games, but I have to have a reason to be doing them. I don't like them puzzle games for the sake of puzzle games. I need a story or something along those lines to drive me along. And if I don't have that, then it just kind of stops. I don't know that I enjoy doing them for the sake of doing them. You know what I'm saying? Mango Kimono, how are you? While waiting looked very cool. All right. Yeah, and I'm happy to just pop off and go to a different tab real quick. I love y'all's input. I feel like that's the whole beauty of streaming, right? And I don't really watch streamers very much, but that does feel like the whole point, right? For us to interact, for it to be a conversation. While walking says Space Etar. I'm not sure if I said that right. What is this about? All right. Wait a minute. Hold on a second. Excuse me. They were carrying people in that elevator, but we decided to get on this one. A game about waiting in life. This looks funny. Complete meaningless challenges. Again, gets right into the gameplay, immediately shows you what it's about. Homie's expression just does not change. This is interesting to me because I am very much of the camp. I cannot stand a game making me wait longer than I need to do anything. Like I'm working through Paper Mario right now, and I played the original like 8 times. But I'm working through Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door right now, and one of the things that pisses me off is, you know, the block that you can hit that'll take like 8 coins and it'll heal your everything. It'll heal your stars, your HP, your FUP, your whatever. Back in the day, you could hit that and it would kind of drop you and you just kept going. But when you hit it now, it like really makes you pay attention. Like, oh look, everything's been healed, and it's like, I know that. Let me keep walking now. Or back in the day when you would do like something stylish or do like an appeal to the crowd, the stars would come flying up, and while the stars were still flying up, the enemy would attack you. Now they wait for the stars to finish flying up, and then the enemy attacks you. Which I get why they do, because they want you to pay attention and like realize. They want you to be ready for when the enemy attacks. But little things like that, just because I played the original, irk the hell out of me because I'm now waiting longer to continue the game. So I wondered what effect it would have on me to know that the game is about waiting. That's a fun idea. I like that. Outer Wilds puzzles are a masterclass. I don't even feel like they're puzzles as much as they are like... To me, puzzle is like a... kind of undervalues what they are to me. Does that make sense? Real life simulator? Yes. Seems accurate just to in the office. Yeah, this does look fun though. Asiagos9 says, I wasn't expecting your normal voice to sound like your voiceover voice. Well, this is actually my streaming voice. If I was just talking to you off stream, I would probably sound, I don't know, a lot more redneck, a lot more, gosh, how do I want to say this? A lot more slang. I don't know. I throw around the phrase homie a lot. I throw around the phrase y'all a lot in real life. But I try to enunciate and speak very proper when I'm here, because I have folks on here that don't need to know how back home I guess I can get, because I can get pretty back home, if that makes any sense. If I had just gotten off the phone with my dad, I would be sounding completely different.
On the animals of the Chinese zodiac, bringing together the best elements of Chinese culture.
Okay.
Rooster is a terrible party ghost at the
What's up, Willie?
Year party. Rooster's obnoxious actions even make Rabbit cry. Dragon conjures a powerful potion, sending Rooster hurtling back in time to ancient China, to learn some life lessons. Each level has a different kind of gameplay representing the different zodiac animals, like hidden object, dating sim, cooking, puzzles, paper cutting.
A dating sim where you play as a rooster? Cock-a-doodle-doo. What the fuck? What do you mean?
It's full of delightful surprises with an emotionally engaging story about helping others, creating joy, and showing love in the best ways possible. Wishlist Rooster Run seemed to follow.
How did I just watch that whole trailer and not actually know what the game was about? I love the art style. That's why I clicked on this. Also, if I'm going to do my dramatic zoom in face, it has to be in the right spot. There we go. It's because I'm sitting not properly. That's probably what it is. It's probably fine how it was. Whatever. Back up, please. It's too close. There we go. All right, so cool. Rooster, for those of you interested in Rooster. Let's see. Stanley Parable vibes. Yeah, it kind of was that the waiting game was a little bit Stanley Parable. This is Node. This is very Limbo. And I hate that that's how we talk about games, by the way. It's like, oh, this is very Dark Souls. Oh, this is very Limbo. This is not Limbo at all. Look how you have to input this at the bottom. But it's how our minds work. We just instantly compare things. That's how we understand things. Forward 3 seconds, back 1 second. So you have to plan all of your actions ahead of time. This is really cool. I don't know if this is for me because this is the type of stuff that would make me feel stupid, such as chess. But this is for somebody here, this is for them. Ooh, see fall damage? I don't like that. I hate fall damage in games because I'm selfish and impatient. But look at this. There was a Soviet science. This is clearly kind of historical fiction. I like this. This begs questions, right? Like what? This might be a great game to watch if you're me. Node. Hey, somebody please play that. I don't think it's for me because the control. Maybe I should just grow a pair. Maybe I should just play it. Let me add it to the web. I'm adding it to my list now. Node. N-O-D-E. Yeah, I don't even need the periods. Okay. There's a demo. Add to your wish list. Hell yeah. They got it. Deus Ex's Outer Wilds ain't a puzzle. They were applying real-life science to a game world. Yeah, in some ways, and that's the thing, is like so much of Outer Wilds is just so much of Outer Wilds is not necessarily. It almost feels like more of a mystery than a puzzle game. You know what I mean? Like the puzzles are more along the line. Well, I mean, but then you have, and I can't spoil anything. Obviously, if I talk about it, it instantly ruins the game. I thought I made that smaller. I could have swore I made. Oh, maybe it was because I. Hang on. I thought I made this like small so that it would come over here. So it would be like, voila. Yeah, there we go. Okay. That's where I wanted that to show up at. Because I changed the way it's laid out. Let's see. Yeah, Outer Wilds is, yeah, I would almost consider it a mystery game, but you can't obviously talk about it because the second you talk about it, specifics about it, then it ruins the game because it's all knowledge based. And I think that's what the difference is. It's knowledge based. It's not like you get pieces and have to put them together in like a vacuum. It's like all these different pieces of information across the universe, or across the solar system, I guess in this case, lead you to different spots to then understand where you need to go, and things that would have been obvious before you had no clue because you just didn't know. You can beat the whole game in the first try, but unless you know what you're doing, you know. Asiogis' Resbutin did a video on how people compare video games and we really shouldn't do it. Good for him. I'm glad. I didn't know he did that. Good, because and it's interesting because like that is just how we are. Like that's one of the reason our minds are constantly looking for like they call it heuristics, but just shortcuts, like just ways to understand things in a quicker manner. That's why stereotyping, by the way, and with races exist, is because instead of seeing someone in the world and taking the time to get to know them and whether or not they would rob you or do whatever it is, like, or whether or not they would be nice to you or whatever the case is, like the second you see someone in the world, your mind has to make a split judgment. Like you can't just stop and study that person and learn about their habits and just like Sherlock Holmes them. You immediately have to make a judgment because that's how your mind works. It wants to immediately make a judgment based on pre-existing knowledge. And if your pre-existing knowledge is that, whatever stereotype exists about whatever person, whatever color, whatever gender, whatever they are, your mind immediately jumps to it. And we can be aware of that and like try to be better humans, right? Like we can understand that that's how it kind of is, but that's just how our minds work. We instantly want to make comparison because it saves time and it saves resources and it's kind of safer. And I think that's kind of what happens in games sometimes. Is like instead of trying to really understand the full concept of what they're doing and the whole vision, we just go, oh, it's like Dark Souls. Oh, it's like Elden Ring. Or it's like Limbo. So it's how our minds are wired. Should we do it, especially with games? No. Should we do it with people? Absolutely not. But it is how our minds are wired, and we just have to be aware of it. Very vague statement, just realized. Oh, this is big. She said, I feel like I was born with some sort of survival instinct in some way. Yeah, but it is like survival is the number one thing our minds are concerned with, which is why we do half the things we do. We want to stay alive. Anyways, tangent over. What is this beautiful moon game? Oh, okay, hang on.
If we play our cards right, we might just survive. Because the city sees our every action, knows our every move, listens to every whisper.
Very Disco Elysium. Here I am comparing games. very sleeper, but it's how you understand things sometimes, It's how you understand multiplication if you're a kid. Oh, it's like addition, but that many times.
And its untold secrets with it. Fading.
Yeah, so somebody's gonna like this. I don't know, this is for me.
But I know
Citizen Sleeper is this style of this genre of game, and I did like that.
Survival.
But I struggle to enjoy these games.
I've read the forbidden languages inscribed on the walls.
So somebody's going to be into this. This is called Sundara, City of a Thousand Eclipses. Like Disco Elysium, but without disco and without the cards and cards. And with cards and cards. Yeah, pretty much. The music is a W for sure. It makes you wonder, Grim, like what the modern day conveniences of life are going to do as far as our reasoning go, This is Reka. Mix of gameplay and engine footage. Okay. That is a chicken house. It's a cock condo, if you will. A poultry home. A chicken coop. What's up, Victor Sater? How are you? That. Cool. It said decorate your house. I thought it said dissociate from your house. I don't know what's going on. Victor Sater, what are we watching? Yeah, so if you're just joining us, guys, we're catching up on trailers. There are so many trailers I did not get to watch from Summer Game Fest and everything while I was working on this last video, and so I'm catching up on them now because it has been it's been busy, obviously. And in this game, there's a chicken house, and I think that's cool. I don't think I'll be playing, but very cool. Psychromia. So this is one that actually is already out. And I just downloaded the demo. Probably going to play this at some point. But this is one where the reviews seemed very middling. Like the reviews were kind of like, it's got good things about it. What I like about this, and while I'll probably play it, is because some of the visuals you're going to see here they don't feel derivative of anything. Like I don't think I've seen anything else that kind of has these type of visuals, and to me that's interesting. It's like it's some kind of visual novel. They're like, what the hell was that? You know? Yeah, just like where would you see that? You know? So that's what has me interested for Psychromia. I think it was specifically this shot where I was like, okay, you've got me. Hang on. That one. Where it's just like an old lady with like shit plugged into her eyes. I just feel like I've never really seen anything quite like this. At least in this pixel art. Something about this just says, yeah, alright, we're gonna play this. We're gonna get fucked up. Katana Zero and Signalis. Yeah, it definitely has those kind of vibes. Asiago says I only have 2 games on my to-buy list currently, so interesting to maybe add something. Well, good for you only having 2. That's fantastic. I had to add a whole bunch this morning. This is Phoenix Springs. Okay, so lots of awards.
Not every door opens
Cool.
with a key. You can be creative when you connect the dots. Listen to what people say. Write down how they say it. And above all, never forget that even the right leads. Even the right leads can lead to the wrong place.
And my takeaway from this is I don't know what the hell it's about. I don't know what's happening. And because it leaves me with so questions, I have to add it to my list. No, not Phoenix Wright. Phoenix Springs. There we go. Adding it to my Steam list right now. That's what I've been doing for any of these that I want to stay with. Yeah, this one does something. I don't know. I can't explain it. I don't know what it is. Hi, Rudy. Do you want to say hi to everybody? Rudy wants to say hello, everybody. Say hi, Rudy. Oh, did you get scared in the video? Did you fly around the Earth going 17,000 miles an hour? Yeah, that was crazy, wasn't it? That was a crazy. Oh, it was a crazy day. Yes. All right, okay, Bubba. I know. He's a good dog. He's a good dog. He's very affectionate. He wants to like lay. I think he thinks he's a cat. He like wants to lay on your head. He does that kind of stuff. Yeah, so Phoenix Springs, interesting. Definitely would give that a go. That TikTok really, yeah, you caught me. That was it. As soon as I get off the stream, I'm just gonna be like, oh, I guess it's time for me to go get a sandwich and have some lunch. What we got here? Turn-based. Burnout but positive. That's a mood. Okay, wait a minute. Is this touching some of my buttons? Okay, sarcastic and driven. Bubbly and cunning. I like that they have just quick personality traits that go beneath it. Will's right. Y'all do have receipts on how I speak. Yeah, I'll add it just to be safe. Just to be safe. You never know. At least I'll get word when it comes out. And Nova. Okay. There it is. Just to be safe, I will add it. I'm a little on the fence. But maybe it comes out and the reviews are glowing and another trailer drops that's got me. We'll see. We'll see. Asiago says, reminds me of how I was thinking about the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy beginning of the Earth being destroyed to build an intergalactic bypass during the latest video. It's been so long since I've seen Hitchhikers. I was like a kid when I saw it. The only thing I remember about that was the meaning of life being at 42, and like there was a whole crowd of people standing around to get it. I have very faded memories of that, so I'm sure I should have watched that and maybe referenced it in this last video, because it seems I've had multiple people come forward and say like this reminded me of Hitchhikers. How did you not talk about Hitchhikers? You know. Look. Scrabble? Am I crazy? We just don't make words? Oh, their words, not our words. Scrabble, but it's in a different language. Scrabble, but it's in a made-up language. Charming as hell, don't think it's for me. There we go, Light Odyssey. We got a hairy man. He's horny, as in he has like lots of horns. Someone just looked up like, what the fuck? Stamina Bar, you play as a tiny thing. Sweeping orchestral movement. Light Odyssey. Okay, that's kind of fun. This is I think this is a duplicate. Yeah, this is the same. So Abyss X-Zero, we talked about that earlier. Do we have any mods in here? Willie, you're a mod. Can you get rid of this? Can I get rid of them? /ban? How do I get that? Ban? Block. There we go. Block, and then what's this? Cheap viewers. This cheap hold. I mean, check this cheap block. Nah, I gotta log in. Somebody get that. Damn it. Somebody moved behind me. Oh, that was the dog. That's Rudy looking out the blinds. Okay, so Abyss X-Zero, we know about that one. A Date with Death, I'm listening. I feel like I've seen lots of that's a very old streaming thing to be like, what's that behind you? You're like, you're like one of those. Why is there a hand on your shoulder when you're like playing a horror game, you know? If you'll ever do that shit to me and we're playing a horror game, uninvited. Uninvited to my quinceañera. Don't do that shit to me. That's very morbid. What are you talking about? What if death is nice? What if, like, the person death, not like actual death? Like, what if death is a kind individual? I don't remember putting this on the list, but I guess here we are. Someone is into this right now. Somebody's like, hell yeah, watching this. Yeah, there it is, Deus Ex. Yeah, the art style is very vibey. I like this. A Date with Death. See, what is that? There was no game. I have the demo ready to play. All right, somebody enjoy A Date with Death. Give me a second. Rudy really wants a toy. If y'all wouldn't mind me, I'm just gonna go. Just give me like 10 seconds here. I'm gonna hit you with the BRB screen. And I'm not really peeing, but it's still fine. Let me turn my music up for y'all. Give me just a second. I gotta entertain my doggo. All right, buddy. buy me some time. Don't you come back over here looking at me. I just told you I have a toy now. Okay. Just kidding, need more time. Come on. Alright. That ought to buy me some time. Damn it. Rudy is ever so slightly more high maintenance than Bink's dog is. Okay. Where's the button? There's the button. There's the button. By the way, guys, quick question. As I take this incredible music and turn it down. Quick question. What do y'all prefer, by the way? Because historically, I've always... It's a new day. It's perfectly fine for a new era to start doing these streams differently. Do you prefer A, which is how we could do it, or B, how we've done it in the past? I've heard that this is kind of what gives my streams the feel that they have, is just this particular layout. I'm perfectly comfortable with doing this as well. What did I say? A or B? Yeah, A or B. A or B? B. This is B. Y'all like B better, huh? I see a lot of B's. Not a single A yet. B it is. If I see an influx of A's, we'll change it. B? Okay, B is good? Cool. I'm into it. I do like having this, though, as an option, just in case like there's something tiny on screen that I really want to point attention to, but B it is. Cool. A is too small? Yeah, and I don't know. I have my opinions about it. The reason I initially did it the way I did it was because, for gameplay A, yeah, maybe so. The reason I initially did it the way I did it was because I would just kind of felt like back in the day when I kind of started this, what is this? I don't remember adding this. What is this? Oh, this is a handful of things. This should have been in here. But the reason I did it back in the day was initially I was like, well, I'm the YouTuber. I'm the reason everyone's here. So like, shouldn't I be like larger on screen than just, if it was just like gameplay or whatever. So that was my rationale. Bees to bees knees. I don't want to apologize for that. You've had a number of light novels, and even though you don't like them, I'll go ahead and throw out Until Then. It's a game with a sweet pixel look. Oh, I think I know. Is it the game? Yeah, Until Then. I feel like I already have this wish listed. Until Then trailer. Until Then game. That'll work too. Yeah, I know about this game. Interested to play this. When does it come out? I feel like it's pretty soon, right? Like I think it might come out this month. I guess I have Steam. I could just pull it up. You know what? Fuck it. Also, caught red-handed. I don't know what this is. This might be a visual novel too. On a whim, I was like, "Fuck it." I did add this to my wish list because the trailer looked really good. There might be some Yuri stuff going on. Who knows? I'm not opposed. I guess. Here I am. But Until Then, I think comes out later on. Where are you pulling the trailers from? A little bit of everywhere. So yeah, Until Then is on the wish list, and it does come out on June 25th. So I haven't played the demo yet. I got a lot of demos I want to play. But the trailers that I'm pulling are from mostly from here, Game Trailers, which is just a nice little channel. They literally just compile trailers. There's a shit ton of them, and they get everything. And that's what I really liked about them, is because if it wasn't at Summer Game Fest, it probably was here. So, Yuri's a W? How could it not be? Signalis is my favorite Yuri game. It is certainly that. Are you taking suggestions? Absolutely, Mango Komodo. Put them out there. Blumhouse Horror Showcase. I don't know. Maybe. Showcase. Trailer. Blumhouse Games. Is it one game or is it like a whole thing? I have not played the Steam World games. I've seen them. I don't think they're my cup of tea. Oh, this is them. These are the people that made Freddy's. What are you looking at me?
Vengeance will take shape.
Back up, first of all. This is a lot of games. Is this all one game that is in a package or something, or is this all one developer?
I cannot sleep. I must not sleep.
Sleep awake.
I
Don't
am terrified to sleep.
eat hungry,
I
bitch.
am scared to death to stay awake.
Don't worry, Viv. If any ghosts actually show up, I'll protect you.
Okay. It's all the same publisher.
I'll save you, no matter what. Just go home.
Hey, look. You see this? You see these eyes in the dark and these like skinny, scrawny looking bodies? That right there instantly will make me so unnerved.
Just go
That particular combination, not for me.
The local police department asked me to help with a case.
Okay, there are too many games here. I need to back up. I need to go here. Blumhouse. Let's go to their actual YouTube page. And let's look. Night Swim, that is a book. The Exorcist, believe it. Okay, so I need to specifically their games. How would I go about doing that? I'm just realizing who these people are. Yeah. I'm just realizing who these people are. Blumhouse Horrors games, you guys. Into the Pit. I skip Freddy's. I always do. The Thing. Zoocosis. Oh, did we finally get more for this? Character teaser trailer. No, I want the release date for Zoocosis. If you haven't seen, I just look up Zoocosis. I don't even know how to describe it. It's like biology horror, if that makes any sense. If you're the Spotlight. All right, we're gonna come back to this. I want to get through my list first, and then we could potentially look at horror because I have to be in the mood for horror, and this ain't it right now. Wrong channel. Yeah, that makes sense. It was all movie stuff. These guys are cooking. All right, here we go. This is Possessors. Hyperlight and Solar Ash. Oh, okay, I'm listening. Here we go. See, I don't know what this is. I'm listening. Yeah, Heart Machine. Yeah. Oh, they do some work now. My God, he's handsome. Oh, he wasn't gonna make it. I like this, but I want to know what the sound effects are hidden for. I want to hear the crunch from that. You got it. You got it. That'll be... I will be watching your career with vested interest. Steam, I assume, yeah. Still, here, I can just do it here. Haha, Steam. Possessor. The sequel will be Repossessor. There we go. Yeah, that's a layup to add that one to the watch list for sure. All right, what we got? What's next? Has it released? It has not yet. No. Humans, so naive. Welcome to my domain, Lily. If this isn't what I think it is, I'm just going to put this out there. How has a horror farming sim not happened yet? It has to have happened, right? If not, this might be it. Stardew Valley, but spooky. Yeah, see, look, this is weird. This is kind of... This is for somebody. I hate farming sims, but this is for somebody. Hyperlight Breaker. This is also Heart Machine? Damn. Nice little parry. See, this has music, but I also can hear the sound of the slashes and the parries. Like, that matters to me. Hey, is this a sequel? I don't know. They've got it packaged like it's like an arena shooter, though. It is. It is Heart Machine. Man, they're doing work these days. All right, Red Rider, take care. Thank you for driving by. Don't Starve, I guess, is kind of that. Ah, yeah, that's right. Sparking Zero. Hell yeah. We earned this at this point. And I'm not even that big of a Dragon Ball fan, but I just remember Tenkaichi, or Budokai Tenkaichi 3 being one of the best damn Dragon Ball games I've ever played, and this is supposed to be reminiscent of that, so yes. Everybody's leaving. Alright, Speech. Sean Schimmel stays getting paid. They just keep having more and more Gokus for him to record.
Well, the way you slice it, there's one way to save her. Bye, friends.
Yeah, so I'll be there. I'll be there. Being amazing, gotta go to? Alright, be good. Hey, I gotta go too, y'all. See you later. Alright, cool. Next game.
Oh, right. Dude.
Oh, yeah. Oh, shit. This is Fable. I forgot about Fable was announced. I had a whole moment.
You want to know all about heroes, do you? Well, you have come to the right place. Because who better to tell you all about them than perhaps the greatest hero of them all? Yeah? There he is, in all his finery. Cheers.
You know, it's funny. I have all this hype for Fable. Never actually played Fable. I grew up, my buddy played it around me all the time. So I've watched a ton of Fable.
I mean, sure, you get your mega fans.
I know it's good.
Literally my favorite person.
Your haters.
It's like a fan club, but we hate you.
Your chancers. And,
But we hate you.
occasional...
Still no distinct gameplay? Yeah, it doesn't surprise me.
For some reason. But it's more than that.
All this would be fine if they did have gameplay with it, right?
I'm a hero. I should do what I want.
Did every bad thing possible. That's the right way to play.
You know, it's your life.
I watched when I was in like 6th grade and we would just
That's what defines you.
have him curse. There's like a button to like swear.
Stays with you.
You could hit X and just be like, shit. We just thought it was so funny at 12 years old.
And she had nowhere else to go. Welcome.
Ackley Suck, what's going on? How are you?
In all of Albion.
Makes you want to read a fantasy book?
Boy, get her out there. Make the most of her gift. But you know what it's like for me.
Swissino says, I just came here to say hi, and I hate Silk Song now. Can we just talk about Silk Song for a second? This is great. We all want to play Fable. Great. Can I just say, I don't even want to play Silk Song anymore. Like, and I hate to say this, but it could come out. I'm sure when it comes out, I'll be all excited, like whatever. But right now, I just, it doesn't even excite me. Now I associate Silk Song more with disappointment than I do being the sequel of Hollow Knight. Now when I think Silk Song, I just think my stomach just turns, right? Like I'm so and I get it, right? Like I feel really bad for Team Cherry because they're working as hard as they can. Like I'm sure they're going through very human stuff trying to get this to work and trying to get it to come out and making sure it's right and making sure it's polished. I understand all those things. All of those sins will be forgiven, I'm sure, when the game does come out. But right now, it stopped being funny like a year ago. Like now it's genuinely just... I'm not even excited. Now I just think of Silk Song and think of disappointment. I don't think of it being a sequel. I don't think about how much fun I had playing Hollow Knight. I just think fucking Silk Song. So yeah, like I say, I'm sure when the game drops, all will be forgiven. I'm sure that it is what it is. But boy, it really does feel like to a certain extent like they're not striking while the iron's hot. You know what I mean? Even Prime 4, well, that was the running joke of like, yeah, we're gonna get Prime 4 before we get Silk Song, and it finally happened. So like, yikes. Grim says the other one in chat who has no idea what's being talked about. In case you don't know what Silk Song is the sequel to Hollow Knight. Hollow Knight, of course, was a great game that came out in 2017, maybe I think 2016. Y'all should go subscribe to this channel, Melee Moments. I just realized this is upload. Fantastic channel. Editing. If you liked my editing, This editing could fucking run laps around my editing. If you like Smash, go watch Melee Moments. Like, I'm just gonna take a moment to put this dude over. Incredible videos, incredible. It has like 50,000 subs. Incredible videos and just unbelievable editing. I wish I could edit half as good as that. But anyways, Silksong is the sequel to Hollow Knight. In case you guys don't know, boycott. This is ridiculous. But this is my point. It's getting to this point. It's just the sequel to Hollow Knight. It looks really fun. You get to play as the girl that is a big pain in the first game, but also a fan favorite. And it looks great, right? Like this looks like a game that if you saw this trivia, you go, "Oh, this is coming out in a couple of months." It looks finished, but I guess they just have this is maybe 3 areas, and they have like 16 they want to do. Is my guess. But yeah, you look at this and you're like, "Fuck, this is almost done." It's not. It's not apparently. So, but that's Silksong, in case you didn't know. So, rant over. Who knows what's going to happen? Wonder what will release sooner, Bloodborne Remaster or Silksong? That's the one that pisses me off. Give the fuck up. I'm going to make some people mad when I say this. Give up on a Bloodborne remaster. It doesn't need remastering. That game is still gorgeous. Pick up Bloodborne and tell me that game's not gorgeous. It's PS4 era. Let me like, let's remake Nier Automata. What? Nier Automata doesn't need a re-release. People just really like Bloodborne. Bloodborne does not. I get the PC port thing because I don't think it's on PC. That one I could back up. Bloodborne does not need a remaster. I can't believe, and I'm sure I'm gonna get shit on for this. Someone's gonna clip this and roast me. It doesn't need. Same thing with The Last of Us. Even The Last of Us, back in with the first one, the original that came out in like 2014, didn't really need a remaster. It still looks great. Remasters should happen to games from the early 2000s, and that's like being generous. We don't need remasters yet. There's not that. You need a remaster when there's a gigantic jump in graphics, right? Romancing Saga 2 was pixel art. Now it's getting remastered and remade entirely into a 3. That's the circumstances to do it. If the game still looks like it came out in the last couple years, it doesn't need a remaster. Fight me. All right, I don't know where that came from. I guess I'm just salty about Silksong. I get that it's only 720p, I do. But I'm telling you, it still looks gorgeous. It runs horrible. Does it really? Is it 30? Maybe I spoke too soon. Maybe I should check my facts. Deep breath. I am lashing out. This is really just pent up Silksong rage. Anyways, this poor Fable trailer has been just had so posture check. You're right. Has horrible FPS. The frame pacing and resolution is the only game that actually needs a remaster. And you know what? That's a fair point. I apologize. That is a fair point. Maybe it does need that, because if it is 720, if it's running like old Skyward Sword got a remaster treatment, and look how nice it looks. It's 1080, they're running 60. If Skyward Sword can get it, Bloodborne can get it, because obviously Bloodborne is a much better game. Maybe not as one that means as much to people as Skyward Sword, just because it has a larger fan base. But point is, respectfully, I disagree, but I see your point. I really, really do. Okay. Does it run in 1080? Well, then I just rest my case. Let's move on. Another bit. Okay, so I really am looking forward to Abyss X-Zero. I guess that's true. Hey, looky here. This is a longer thing. We're not gonna watch this whole thing, but this is Persona meets Shin Megami Tensei. Obviously they're related, but it's like they came together, had an incest baby that exploded into this. Look at this game. Look at the UI. Look at this font. Look at these animations. This feels like, when I look at this, I feel like Persona and Shin Megami Tensei have been them practicing these games for a while so they can figure out what works and what doesn't, so they can make this. Hello, Katsuda. Should be this, though. But it feels like it's all led to this. These are new character models. I guess that's technically a reused one a little bit, the line. But this one on the left here, I guess that's your actual character. But look at this. I mean, this has to happen. October 11th? Do I have this written down? I always put it on my calendar. I'm really wound up today, guys. I apologize for my overwhelming energy. I don't have it written yet. I need to write it down. Oh put a pencil there. So yeah, we're all gonna play this, right? It's gonna be great. The game I really want a remaster for is the Drakengard series. Yeah, and that feels when I don't know. When did Bloodborne come out? I don't know if it was the same time. I'm trying to catch myself from being a hypocrite. But maybe it does. I don't know. Maybe Drakengard does need it. That was PS3 era, right? What is this? Ooh, some drama in the chat. I love this. Good Hooper says no, it doesn't, to the 1080 thing. Then it says, you're delusional. It doesn't have 60 FPS and never got adapted for PS5. Yeah, you don't have to say delusional. That might be a little much, but it's like, nah, just double check that, buddy. I get you're fired up about it because I'm fired up about it. But take it down, chat. It's okay, Good Hooper. It's not that big a deal, my friend. It's all right. Oh, I've been begging for drama to happen. It's been so long. My community is not toxic enough. I need some toxicity. I'm ready to talk shit on people, man. What is this? Hollow Flowers. What is going on here? I'm intrigued. It's the Silksong energy. Silksong destroys everyone. Did you say Silksong? I think you meant Neon Genesis Evangelion. I've seen this particular aesthetic used every now and then, where you just kind of shift art styles rapidly in an attempt to like make it kind of jarring, and I'm in love with it. It's so, I guess the first one to do it actually was Evangelion, but I saw it in like Everything Everywhere All at Once. Look at this, like the way it kind of shifts from this to that 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 to that. I don't know what this game is about, what the hell this is. It is called Hollow Flowers, and I will be watching this one because that is interesting. Hollow Flowers. I can't even find it on Steam. What's it on? Oh, it's just all... This is very early then. What did it say? Looking for financing. Okay, so this is extremely conceptual right now. So you can't... Okay. Look. Somebody's got money, throw it at that. Bloodborne was 2015. Has it really been almost 10 years since Bloodborne dropped? Holy moly. Good Hooper says, sorry to admit it sounds so harsh. Just don't like when people make statements about fact check without fact checking. I get that. It's fine. Well, stuff like that is like, you get frustrated, you say something like that. Things happen, What you don't want to do is make a habit out of stuff like that. Like everyone lashes out. I can't lash out, or I can't make a habit of being incorrect about whether or not Bloodborne deserves a remake. I just had an opinion that was there. Grim says, bro, my point stands. The devs are really focusing on making gameplay art style so unique and not the gameplay graphics. Oh, yeah, I was talking about Bloodborne. I'm going to move on from that. Soy Senyo says, Daryl, by the way, are you going to get more concrete thoughts from you on Final Fantasy VII Rebirth and Remake? All right, I do want to take a moment to talk about that, actually. So, Rebirth and Remake from Final Fantasy VII, I would love to talk about. You'll probably hear me talk about them. I have a video planned later in the year that I'm probably going to talk about just my thoughts on them overall. That'll make more sense when the time comes. But specifically, there is a very spoilery part of Rebirth that, and I guess Remake too, when you technically think about it, that I'm interested in because it kind of like the time video and like the wake up video, like there's a particular trope that exists there that I'm really fascinated by, and I think that talking about 7 Rebirth Remake as well as a couple of other pieces of media, in particular like the Midnight Library, which is a really good book, and Everything Everywhere All at Once, and a couple of others are really intriguing to me because it's about... I really don't want to say what it's about because I guess it's technically a spoiler, but it's an aspect of 7 Rebirth. So the spoilery side of it, yeah, I do actually want to kind of make a video about specifically kind of what happens toward the end of those games and sort of what happens to the timeline, I guess. So I have a video for that cooking. I just kind of need more time, and I don't know that I need to wait for the next Final Fantasy VII game to come out necessarily, but I do need time to keep brewing on that, because I still find myself thinking about that damn ending of Rebirth. But overall, I thought Rebirth was fantastic. Rebirth is a game that I actually cannot stop thinking about. Like there will be times when I'm just walking the dogs and it just pops into my head and I'm just like, oh my God, what a time. There were things about it, obviously, that were not perfect. Like it was a little bit errand runny when you get to some of the areas. I enjoyed that, right? But it was very errand runny for quite a bit of it, which kind of annoyed me a little bit, but that was pretty much it. I found myself just captivated by so much of like the scale and the story, and really just remembering how good the original Final Fantasy VII plot is, how incredible of a story it is, and specifically like the character interactions. So I think what really made that game glow for me was the character interactions, because although you get a little bit of that in the original Final Fantasy VII, I think what Rebirth and Remake both do extremely well is get you more of that and more fleshed out and well acted, and it just kind of like every scene in Rebirth between Cloud and Tifa just to me was so good, because there's this dynamic of genuinely concern for each other, but also respect from Tifa for like not wanting to fact check him on stuff that, you know, she can clearly tell something's wrong, and she's trying to help as best she can, but she's trying to be like, you know, sensitive about it, because you don't want to just completely call someone out about them being crazy, right? Which Cloud kind of is. But so many things like that, and even moments whenever she was struggling, like seeing him come to her, and then everything. Barrett fucking blew me up. My God, Barrett! Like, what an incredible character! Like the amount of times I cried about just everything that was happening with Barrett. I guess what I'm trying to say is, Rebirth is absolutely my game of the year. It's probably the best JRPG I've played in the past 5 years, I'd say. It's incredible. I thought Rebirth, and maybe that's a bad opinion, maybe a lot of people just thought it was pretty good. To me, it blew me away. I thought Rebirth was everything. I really, really did. The ending, yeah, you kind of get lost in the weeds. Some of the emotional depth of what happened kind of gets distracted by how confusing some of the stuff that happened was. But I don't mind it, because it just gives me an opportunity to theorize and everything else. So yeah, I don't know what to think of the ending. I did find myself heartbroken all over again, but almost in a different kind of way, where I almost felt bad for Cloud for a different reason that I felt bad for him in the original. But that's a long tangent just to say that I thought Rebirth was phenomenal. I really did. There was so much about that game that just absolutely had me totally captivated. Pineapple on pizza is actually slaps. People need to grow up. You know, it's food, guys. I hate that debate so much. Smooth Criminal says, random question. I want to play Xenoblade Chronicles. Is there an ongoing story between the 3 games? How to answer that? In case no one has answered you, to give you an answer would be doing a disservice. I say you just start playing the first one, and if you like it, go play the second one. And if you like it, go play the third one. Like, just treat it as vanilla as possible. Go play the first one, and then go off. If it's for you, you know. Got like $37 left in my bank account. Let's go. Love that. Let's see. I want to make sure I didn't miss anything else. I want to talk about Rebirth. To hell with all this. Mushrooms do not taste like dirt. They absorb the flavor of whatever they're in, and they add an interesting texture. I'm over here spilling my guts about Rebirth. Y'all talking about mushrooms and fuck y'all, man. Come on. I'm trying to have a real deep talk. Vector says it's got to go. These games are the best characters that have ever been written, but Rebirth fucking ruined the Promise Remakes ending setup, in my opinion. And that's a valid opinion. I get it. I totally understand. That's Nomura talking. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I think so. Xenoblade Chronicles, for as much as I liked it, because I thought Xenoblade Chronicles was brilliant, but the combat pissed me off. The combat was terrible. I hate the combat in Xenoblade Chronicles. And because you spend so much of your game of the time doing that, like, yeah, that kind of wears you down. The combat in Rebirth, the combat in Rebirth is sex. Like, the combat in Rebirth is so good. But in Xenoblade, it's kind of like, eh. So that was a big one. I'm ready to watch some trailers now. we were having the drama you wanted. Appreciate that. Thank you for making it toxic. I'm staying on topic, okay? I know you are, Soy. I know you are, Soy. Have you heard of the Trail series? It's a long-running JRPG, one of the greatest world building spent over 12 games. Do y'all know who Darkfry is? I think I forgot pronouns. Darkfry was telling me about this, I believe. Trails JRPGs. I just want to see a visual. Yes, okay. I know of these games. I have heard good things. Would love to give it a go at some point. Yeah, it is very MMO-y, and it's just not for me. I play it. I mean, I'm playing Xenoblade 3 right now, and it's much better than it was in Xenoblade 1. But for me, it's just the characters, it's the story, and I can lean into it a little bit and kind of, find something to like about it. Mike Stills just came in from the most recent YouTube video. Might still appreciate that. I hope you enjoyed it. Glad you're here. Anyways, here we go. What is this next one? Oh, one last comment, and then we'll start doing some more trailers. Mango says, I haven't played the original Final Fantasy VII, and I know there are differences in the story for a remake, so I kind of hope we would actually get an actual remake, because some people argued that it's not a remake because of the differences, so if we could get one where the story is exactly the same as the original, that would be cool. I know that will happen anytime soon. I get that, and that's an interesting debate, because, so in my opinion, I felt this way back, this sparked in me years ago when I watched the Chris Pine Star Trek movies. Because in that one, there's a very different thing that happens, because it's like a character dies that in a previous film didn't die, and things are very different. And then people were upset. And I remember just being like, well, we all know what happened last time. Don't you guys want a new story? Do y'all just want to see the same thing with new bells and whistles? But I get it, because if you did do it with new bells and whistles, you can flesh out a lot of things that kind of weren't the same before. It's perfectly fair to fall on either side of it. I've always leaned on I don't mind an alternate timeline or a different take on the story, because, at the end of the day, this happening does not destroy the original. You can still go and enjoy the original exactly how it was. This doesn't erase anything. It just is sort of a new take. So I personally have always been of the camp of yeah, let's get something new. Let's remix it a little bit. Let's challenge some of those what ifs. And expound upon that. So that's just my take, though. Explain why FF7 Remake isn't a remake, but yeah, you could make that point, Tigron. But then again, since it's directed by fucking Tetsuya Nomura, then that kind of tells you all I need to know. It's gonna get Kingdom Hearts as hell. Unfortunately, it's a reimagining. Yeah. And there are enough similarities that it doesn't feel it still feels like the same characters, right? It's the same characters. They're just going through slightly different circumstances because of, shenanigans. It would feel weird if if Aerith was a mermaid. You'd be like, what the fuck? What? That's kind of, So to me, I think that's where you can get away with it, is they're still the same characters. They're still making the same decisions they probably would have made before. Just now we're dealing with different circumstances, As long as they don't fuck with Final Fantasy IX, I have heard that. Clue95 says, love your videos, Daryl. Really love the applied psychology in games. Such an amazing concept. Appreciate you saying that. I take pride in that. Although as time goes on, I find myself with less psych to talk about, which is why sometimes I just don't have psych in a video. But when it does work, I'm really excited, because I feel like I've kind of cracked a reason for the way we are in a lot of ways. Or at least not cracked, because I didn't do the fucking research. I didn't perform the research, but I've at least put eyes on what work other people have done to help you better understand yourself. And to me, that's always been special. Haas, you can keep Halo. I don't want to know anything about Halo lore. I'm only going to live so long. See, and that's the thing. You don't a remake gives you that chance. A remake gives you a chance to go, oh, I like what they've done here. You know what I mean? I like that it's kind of, I like it. To me, it's more interesting than the original plot, et cetera, et cetera. Here we go. Let's watch some trailers, though, because I got to catch up. What else have I missed? You care about near lore, though. Stop it. You're out of line, but you're right. Did y'all see that? Hold on, this is obviously not the game. Look at this beautiful flower blossoming animation. Ooh. Oh, we are gonna get some gameplay. It's the same art style. Get some ponies, that's nice. Soundtrack bumping. Yo, 10 out of 10, whoever drafted the trailer. You got it. Hey, that's a clean ad right there. Little sleeper hit right there. Okay, Among the Stars. I like that guy had no idea. Yeah, I did have that thought. He's like, they're trying to keep it non-specific. They're like, it's just a generalized bad guy. I'm gonna put that on PlayStation because I prefer to play on PlayStation. Because I don't want a diagnosis wrong with my computer when inevitably something doesn't work right. PlayStation just goes. Among the Stars. Damn it. It's not on there, so I gotta go here. Among the stars. In the sky. Add to wish list, baby. Alright, yeah, that looks good. We have Eagle Knight Paradox, which sounds like a band. Here we go. RIP if your name is Ian. See, again, this is just another reason that I firmly believe, and this is even why, just as a tiny tangent, this is why a lot of times when I play a game and I'm recording it on the Elgato or whatever, as much as I hate to do it, sometimes I will actually turn the music off because to get just the clean sound effects to go over the music while I'm talking, I always feel like it really adds a level of immersion and like depth to the video. And I wish you could, when you see little indie games like this, immediately that's what I want. I want to know where was it at? This right here. I want to know what that sounded like. I want to know what that specific thing sounded like. Because to me, that would have had like a really crispy, disgusting, good noise, you know what I'm saying? So if I'm making the game, I'm putting all the sound effects in. I want them to feel the game and not just have like a soundtrack over footage, you know what I'm saying? That looks fun. Someone will be into that. This reminds me of an old Flash game. Yeah, it kind of does, doesn't it? The Last of Us TV show kept mostly the same. Most of the things are kind of cringe though. Yeah, I still haven't watched it. I really got to catch up on. I still need to play The Last of Us 2. I still need to watch the show. Uh-oh, we got some backrooms. I do fuck with some backrooms. But what's the twist? Well, oh God, I've seen 100 video essays on the backrooms and why they freak you out, but I still can't quite place that sensation. Eternal Suburbia. That's a new one. I've never seen the Rolling Hills Windows PC wallpaper before. It's just a concept you don't get tired of. You just see it and you just, ugh. Dreamcore. I hate to say it, but I'm gonna wishlist it. I hate it, but I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna do it because it's the damnedest thing, but I just kind of don't get tired of liminal spaces, man. I kind of find it a little relaxing. It is a little relaxing. It's the same kind of weird relaxing that you get if you play like a Resident Evil game and you go to like a save station, you know, and then it has that song. As long as no one else is there. And that's the thing. Stop adding to the backlog? No, I will absolutely add to it. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm at the point now where I'm not ashamed to add things because there's no time limit. There's no pressure to get it all done. Like, it just now, and I actually would love to talk about this at some point, but since I have made the change with the backlog of no longer timing it, but doing the same method as last year, I've played so many games. Like, I think usually I end up playing and actually beating like 30 games a year. It's the summer and I'm already through 23. Like, I've been playing a shit ton of games, and it's refreshing to just want to play. You know, like, the backlog really works. The spreadsheet really works. It's just the time limit was killing me last year. To knowing that everybody was watching me messed me up. Okay, we got some found footage. Honey, I have not made a video on save points. Could you have found someone with a creepier voice? I don't see anyone. Ay, Dios mío. Okay, you got me with a little jump scare. Oh, it's Aliens too? Stay with me. Added. Yes, I was born old enough to play this. Add to watch list. Wish list. You know what pisses me off? That was a clear jump scare. And ordinarily I'd be like, you're not supposed to jump scare. Sometimes jump scare works. I don't know. Something about it just was with me. I think it's because I was locked in before that even happened. And actually, I would love to make a video about this. So don't tell anybody. But this whole idea of, like, as soon as you see this here, I guess it's analog horror, right? Like, but the method of recording this is always what makes it creepy. If it was like an HD camera, all crispy, like, it would be scary. But the fact that you do this just adds a weird layer of nostalgia to it that makes it feel incredibly unsafe. It's all the setup. It's all the setup, exactly, type. Why are we in all these weird analog horror shit now? Deus 6 is... Oh, it's Aliens. Never mind. Not scared. Aliens mess with me. Aliens are not... I hate Aliens, bro. That is my #1 scare tactic to always get me. I like this. Gotta add that one too. Just a lot of hits, And here's the thing, I'm adding all these very kind of carefree-ily, but, oh, it's free. Hold the line. Play game, add to the library. Oh, this is out. Hell yeah, add to the library. Cool Beans Productions. Yeah, I'll be playing this. That looks fun. The list do be growing. But the thing about it, me adding all these things is, like, I don't have to play them. You know, I can literally just add them, wait for them to come out, see how I feel at the time. Mariachi Legends. Let's see. The algorithm knows relive. Yes, I know. Ooh, actually, Slight tangent. Deus Ex says the last two analog horror things to absolutely scare the crap out of me are Greylock. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, and what's the other thing? Ignore my recommendations when YouTube pulls up. I'm sure it won't be important. Vita Carnis. Alright, I'll come back to those. Just wanted to keep them pinned. Mike Still says, I'm an elder millennial, and I wonder if younger gens get scared by analog horror. Yeah, right? Like, it kind of is... It is interesting to think about, because for us... I don't know if I'm a millennial, technically. I turned 30 this year. So I don't know. I think I might have, like, I think I'm like Gen Y. I, like, just missed the millennial boat. But same thing, like, VCRs are very nostalgic, and to see something recorded like that immediately makes you feel like a kid again. And for it to make you feel like a kid and make you feel unsafe at the same time just adds a certain dimension of, oh, hell no. So yeah, I kind of wonder that too. Like, what is the callback there if you were born in the you know, if you are at 14 years old now, you know, like what does that even mean to you? Greylock is so fucked. Okay. Not the fortune teller. Pablo Cruz. Or as my friends call me, Pablo Cruz. I solve mysteries. I have a feather.
Aquí está tu servidor, limpiando el cochinero.
The mariachi aesthetic to me is one of the coolest and underappreciated and underloved things, and kind of all around. I feel like we see so much of the like Japan aesthetic. We need more mariachi aesthetic. To me, it just looks so cool. I can hear it. Clues by day, combat by night. You could turn into a skull. You could shoot a dude. You could stab him, throw him up, and cut him in half. You can whip dudes. You can fight a man on a horse. That's a layup. You understand me? That is a layup, Indy. Oh, that's a layup. That's a layup. You got it. Is it on the station, or is it just on? It's on Switch and Steam. Yes. Yes, 1000% yes. Yeah, seriously, the mariachi aesthetic is so cool to me. Like, one of my favorite. I don't watch wrestling as much as I used to. I kind of fell off when people didn't watch the videos I made. But one of my favorite wrestlers, and just looks in general in wrestling, there's a woman named Thunder Rosa, and she always comes out in like that style face paint, and I have just always been such a big fan of that style. Like, she's come into the ring like this before, like, to me, I don't know, and she's a badass too. Like, she absolutely will kick people's shit in. And I've just always been really a big fan of that whole aesthetic. To me, that is just so unique. You don't see enough of it. Again, like, everyone loves the, like, just, you know, the Japanese aesthetic and stuff, but this is just so fucking cool. I don't know. Small Daryl tangent. Shipwreck 64. The Rogue. I don't even want to know about the Rogue Vats. Let's see. Hey. Hello? Can you paste? There we go. Shipwreck 64. Okay. Oh, it's an ARG? Oh, God. Okay. I will keep this as an open tab in the back of my mind. Phoenix Springs, I think we did see a trailer for this earlier. This is the one that had, yeah. This does look fun. Yeah, so that one looks interesting. This is Solitaire. Have you gone down the rabbit hole? Depends to which rabbit hole you prefer. God, with that Mariachi Legends game was so fucking cool. Shit was so raw immediately. You got cards, so I'm already interested. I don't talk about this enough, but I'm really, really into card games. In fact, I'm going through a phase right now. I want to do a whole video on this at some point. But Queen's Blood kind of like inspired it, but I just kind of was like, I want to like buy a lot of different pretty cards in different card games. Like most recently I bought, I don't know if you guys know this, there was a whole section of Fire Emblem cards that ran just in Japan, and I'm obsessed. Like I need to buy a bunch more, but this is the first one I bought the other day. This is a Lucina card, and it only ran in Japan. It is no longer going. They did like 20 sets, and just look at the art, like look at the design. Look how nice that looks. The presentation, everything about it looks so good. And it's divine. It's called Cypher, and you can still buy them. They're obviously expensive because they're all out of print now. But I'm a big fan of that. And there's other shit too. Like if I go to like I tell you one that I really really wanting quite badly. This is a car. If I just ever had money to blow like a fucking maniac. There is a Final Fantasy trading card game as well, and there was a set that ran very limited. It's this full art Tifa, and it's not like it's a good art or whatever, but like it's not incredible. It's just like a pretty good art, but it's so expensive because like it didn't really run very much. Like for whatever reason that set didn't see a whole lot. They have the moment from Advent Children as a card. Like I don't know. I'm going through a phase now where I just want to buy all the bullshit. I just want to buy all the old card game stuff. This is a promo. This came with like a mat if you bought a mat, but like again, like a lot of this is just no longer in print. Obscure card games. There was a Gundam card game that I got. Let's see, Gundam. What the hell is it called? Card. Yeah, I forgot exactly what it is. Oh shoot! But there's an immaculate looking card that what the hell is that stupid game called? If y'all care, I'll look it up. But I could go find it if y'all really care. But point is, I'm going through a card game phase right now. I have played Balatro. Balatro is fantastic. TCG, yeah, and that's the thing is like it's really just art blood. Art, but it's Queen's Blood. I was reading it. It's really just the art style that makes me love as many card games as I do. I play a shit ton of Magic the Gathering, so I really do enjoy card games. I played Yu-Gi-Oh back in the day. I played Pokemon for a while. I played Cardfight Vanguard. I played Digimon. I've kind of played a lot of shit, but yeah, card games speak to me. Pneumata. It's like pneumonia, but you're haunted.
Did you notice that rope right around his neck?
It said what? A Resident Evil inspired horror worth watching watching out for. Oh. I thought it said worth watching Get Out, like the movie Get Out. Like it's worth watching Get Out if this game is inspired by Resident Evil. I was like, what are you trying to say? Watching out for. Okay.
Did you notice that rope right around his neck?
You played new Digimon? Yeah, I did. And it's okay. No. I couldn't really get into it, but I really like the dial where it's like the more you do, the more your dial turns, and the more your opponent can do in response. So if you want to shut them out, you can just do like nothing, and they'll have like less options. It's a cool mechanic. Yeah, this is good for me. This feels like generic Resi Clone. Alan Wake 2, I have, Mango. I made a whole video on Alan Wake 2. It's called Games That Hide the Horror in the Ordinary, and I talk about Alan Wake 2 a lot. Love Alan Wake 2. It's good. Big Alan Wake 2, Alan Wake 1 Control fan. Oh, I just knew he was about to take hella fall damage. Shweep. Boom. Darkest Dungeon 2. Gotta give those games a go. In fact, I have a video coming up I kind of need to play a little bit of it for, so maybe I'll give it a go. Same for me. Dawn of Defiance, though, if anyone else is into it. Oh, this is this is a very Hotline Miami, I think. Yeah, the music is taking this shit personally. The song is bumping like rent is due. Alright. That is Sonokuni, if for those interested. Looks interesting. I don't know, I don't know. Kind of on the fence about it. I'm considering. If it pops up again, like on Twitter or something, look at the algorithm listening to me. If it pops up on Twitter or something later and I happen to see this again, I think I will add it then. But right now, I don't know. Neva, I did see the trailer for Neva. Neva looks incredible. Very excited about that. What do we have here?
Hey, Lily! Ready to set sail?
That dude's mustache, though. We got a dog, we got a boat, we got a mustache. What's next? We got a rudder.
Howard?
I don't know what we're doing here. That's not the... Hey, thank you so very much for that, B Arnold. I really appreciate that. I also don't know what's happening in this trailer. D Beyond. So that's not what the subscription notification is supposed to be. It's supposed to be this. I can't explain that one.
This is a test.
Yeah, so you're supposed to get a man. Sorry about that. Thank you, B Arnold. I really appreciate that. I don't know why it didn't come through correctly, but I'll work on it, I guess. Maybe there's a particular setting I'm missing or something, but it is what it is. Appreciate you. Thank you so much for that. Yeah, D Beyond, I'm not sure what the art style quite is called either, but this is interesting. I don't know that it is for me, though. So on we go. Obra Dinn, but with a dog. That's a good way to put it. Glory Hunters. Okay. So we got some pixels. We got some stairs. We got some Pidgey. Okay. I've seen enough to know it's not for me. It is for somebody, though. Oh, here we... Hey.
Get rated.
Hey, this is it. This is the one I've actually been waiting for. This is the one that people are losing their shit about. Expedition 33 Clair Obscur. What is this? This is apparently the developers of this are fans of like all your favorite games. They're fans of Persona. They're fans of Nier. They're fans of Final Fantasy. They're fans of Crystal Chronicles. They're fans of really just all the big hitters. And they have all come together to make this, and it looks interesting. So, Decryptus says we're so back. I hope so. Let's see what we got here. I need some energy. Show me something nice.
Get rated.
Zelda, I think, maybe two. We have a warped Paris Tower. Eiffel Tower. We have a warped Eiffel Tower. Kelper Interactive.
She'll wake and paint again.
Alright, Vector, be good, my friend. Thank you for dropping by.
Paint a new number. Ticking down every year. One stroke. And everyone of that age vanishes into nothingness.
Oh.
Every year she paints again. And every year, an expedition departs for the continent with one hopeless mission. Destroy the painters.
Yeah, get this bitch to stop painting.
Never paint death again.
What a wild concept.
We'll break the cycle, so she can't steal anyone else's future.
This world is full of wonders.
Yet everywhere we go, we walk with death.
Ooh.
We're the only ones left.
Okay. Yo! Look at the enemy design. Look at the menus. Look at the camera work. Camera pops in. Hey, now. This is what dreams are made of. Someone caught that. Did you see how the camera whips around? Watch this. The camera starts over here. Made a whole fucking video on this. Camera starts here, whips around, comes to the other side for another view, snaps in for the impact. The camera can do so much work. That wasn't a fancy animation.
Even if we fail, we lay the trail for those who will come after. Right?
Oh, she looking like Phoenix from X-Men right there.
Our Expedition 33.
Oh yes. Oh yes. That is a wait, hold. Xbox. Oh, God damn it. It's Xbox. Of course it is. It's just not gonna be on PlayStation. And it means my little computer is not gonna be able to handle it. RIP in peace. Well, maybe by then I'll have a stronger computer. God, that looks so good. That looks so good. This one's something else. Nier Automata like soundtrack, yeah. Enemies, and that's that was one thing I noticed. The enemies, the enemy design had me very, very intrigued.
Anyone else's future.
That looks interesting.
This world is full of wonders.
Yet everywhere we go, we walk with death.
That right there, whatever that thing is. Yeah. I'm scared of that. You know what I'm saying? Like. Yes.
You mean we're the only ones left?
We got Lara Croft over here. Swipe, swipe, swipe. Yeah, look at that thing. Look how the camera just paws up behind him like this. That is just so nasty. It'll release on PS5. Will it? Do we know that? Oh, it's just from the Xbox presentation. Okay. Let me go ahead and do a little something called check the PlayStation app real quick. If I search Expedition 33. Hallelujah. It's there. Let's go. Okay, day one, baby. That's a day one. We will be there. All right, thank you for that, Git. Appreciate you, Git. It's gonna be on Game Pass day one, though. That's fine. That's totally fine. I hope it is on Game Pass. Dead Sea, what's it called? Dead Sea, it's been a hot minute. How are you? They could always confirm for PlayStation at a later date. They could, yeah, I think it's fine. It says it now, so even if it's not, even if it is like, it's on Game Pass earlier, that's fine. It's not like I don't have another million things to do. But yeah, look at this enemy. How, there's like a screenshot here I was trying to get at. Yeah, look at that. Zoom in to snap. Look, select target. I literally made a video talking about this with Pokemon and how boring it is to navigate the menus. Look, you go to select a target and it snap zooms to them dramatically. Like it feels like you're in a battle. Turn-based combat, if you have a static screen, is so fucking boring to look at. But the second you do this, you select which attack, boom, which target. It snaps. See, it feels like you're in combat when that happens. Let the camera do its fucking job. Let the camera be your sword. Let the mechanics be your shield. Yes. I'm into it. Demaguri, how are you? Good to see you. You are late, but in some ways you're early because there's a lot of this we haven't touched. If you're just joining us, everybody, we're going through trailers. I missed a ton of... I pretty much missed all of Summer Games Fest and a whole bunch of other trailers that come out Xbox Showcase, all that. I missed a ton of stuff because I was just working on this last video. So I'm getting caught up. I'm adding to my backlog. You know how it be. Love that. Love that. Love that. And in case you're curious about this camera video I'm talking about, because someone asked in the chat what it was, it is this video right here. Have I played Earthworms? Back when I was like 4. I would play with him in the dirt. I'm sorry, that was a bad joke. Yeah, this one here. Fixing Pokemon with cinematography. He's got Tyranitar. Make them hit harder. Yeah, it's all about what this trailer does extraordinarily well, which is like, or what that game appears to do extraordinarily well, which is just use the camera. If your animations in Pokemon, which they kind of do, suck, then use the camera. Like, make the camera do things. I guess you got to animate the camera too, but like you can band-aid a lot of things by just having an interesting camera. True. So you do have to hope that they're going to do different camera movements based on, you know, how many times you've done the same action. You don't want the same thing every time. You want it to feel fluid, and you want it to feel gotta love some wall running. You want it to feel fluid, and you want it to feel spontaneous and less sort of programmatic, I suppose. We got Mario Kart, but you slide with your feet. We got Mario Kart, but it's the music video for Old Time Rock and Roll. You're sliding around in socks. I was trying hard for that joke. Someone said Earthworms, though. All the tabs are being opened, everybody. Earthworms game. What is this? Shh, what is this? Oh no, he got intestines on his head. The soundtrack immediately has me invested. Kind of broken, something's not quite right feel of it. Yeah, this is interesting to me. I would, 5 years ago, how old is this? Has it come out yet? Earthworms. Earthworms. Very positive. Sure. I can give that another look later. Alright, thank you for that. Good recommendation. Mango says, this is going to pop in my head, but what the heck happened to Pragmata? I feel like we talked about it a second ago, and I feel like I might have added it to one of my lists. I don't know. Main character doesn't need to warrant 2 out of 10. Got delayed 2 times, but currently no release date. Yeah, okay. Is that what it is? I swear I've read that name today, and I think I might have had a similar thing where I went to go... I saw it on my list and just hasn't come out yet. Little Devil Inside is another one like that just keeps getting delayed. We just heard radio silence on it, feels like. Card game. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, this might be the beginning. No, it's not. Why did I add this? I think it's because I was feeling card games this day. I will add that because sometimes I do just itch for a card game. Yeah. Okay, we'll add it just for my own purposes. All right, here we go. Visions of Mana. I feel like I saw someone get hype about this. Did we get one? I should check into Little Devil Inside. All right, so we got Square on this one. I thought it might be canceled too.
I accepted my fate and left my village. A person.
I just knew she was about to say, that day I accepted Jesus Christ as my personal Lord and Savior. I just knew she was going to say that shit. And I was going to lose my mind if she had said that. All right. Try it again. I apologize, Square. What you got?
That day, I accepted my fate and left my village. A person chosen to offer their soul to the goddess. And all
just like the Toy Story stuff.
To the mana tree. The mana of the world is replenished through that alms sacrifice, blessing our lands with prosperity. The alms are necessary to preserve a future for the whole world. It is our duty, much as a soul guard's duty is to protect us.
I'm sorry. Were those finger ears? You trying to touch the sounds?
It is our duty, much as a soul guard's duty is to protect us. We all have our individual roles to play, ways of life. All of these affect the future.
This is beautiful. I mean, look at this. Holy moly.
To be the bearer of such an important mission.
I say this a lot. But this is what Pokemon should look like.
I don't want to have to give all of this up. I want to keep living my life.
I do too.
And now that I've realized that, I know that what I really want is to stay here and keep making memories with you, Val.
Okay. Well, let's stay here then. The voice acting like that is a constant throughout the whole game, and you can run on water. This is a Christian game.
Soul Guard. It's my duty to protect the alms from harm. Hina, any monsters we meet along our journey to the Mana Tree won't lay a finger on you.
There's nothing you can say that'll change my mind. I'll become the alm and make you see you were wrong about me. About everything.
That accent gave me whiplash. I wasn't sure what it was.
Let this be a warning. Trespassing within could cost you your life.
Soul Guard Val. I am counting on your
Madam,
protection on our
stay out of my
journey to
Christian
the Tree
game.
of Mana.
Take your curves elsewhere.
Alms are appointed, not requested. There's nothing I can do about this. Gosh, the fairy's taking her sweet time this
Yeah, so this is gonna be this is a for sure. I think I'm gonna play this. This just looks quality, you know, like it just looks like a lot of time was taken on this. Showbiz says, hello, your channel's one of my all-time favorites. Thank you for doing what you do. Showbiz, thank you for saying that. I appreciate you. Thank you for joining the stream as well. We're glad to have you here. Hope your Wednesday is going swimmingly. But thank you for the kind words. Appreciate that. Same has. It's just too many fucking JRPGs. It's too much. Not even JRPGs, just RPGs. All right, I don't want. This is peeking into that area of I already want to play. I don't want to see any more because I want to be surprised when the game comes. This is place. Oh, let's go. Okay. Yep. You got it. Visions of Mana. No, not circumcisions of mana. God damn, autocorrect. Visions of Mana. Visions of Mana. There we go. Yeah. When is this coming out? August. Oh, cool. I don't have anything going on in August yet, so great. Love, that's for me. Let me catch up on chat real quick. Oh, I just have to really pee. For the year's cartoon style, Fingers. Fingers. Hey, what's up, Sarah? How you doing? It's been a while since you whipped my ass at Smash Brothers. Fingers. Yeah, that's actually that feels like the right terminology for that. You've added so many games. Oh, I have. Don't worry about me. It's fine. I'm not going to play half of these. And the other thing is, I'll try a lot of them. I am so, and people gave me shit about this last year with the backlog. I am so okay with just trying a game. It may be a 50-hour JRPG, but if I only play 5 hours of it, and I had fun, but it wasn't enough to hook me to keep playing, that's okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, I am happy to taste all of these, get some footage, throw them in randomly to other videos. Like, I get value out of that. I know not everyone can do that because games are expensive, and I get that. But like, this is one of my only. Well, I have a lot of hobbies, but this is the hobby that I don't mind spending money on because I get a return on it. So it is me. Soy says, "Hey, Daryl, can I ask a personal question? Go right ahead. Having a job while your channel. How the heck you got time to actually play games? It is rough. I actually haven't in this last in the last month of production on this video, I actually haven't been able to play a lot, just because the video itself is extremely in depth. But yeah, it's tough. I get up early. I wake up at like 4:30 each morning, so I can literally just, if I'm not working on the video at least before work, I just play a game. And sometimes that's how it happens. Play on lunch breaks, do what you can. You just find time, especially on the weekends and stuff. Like you just gotta make it. I don't know. It's really tough to point down exactly how I happen. I guess I just nickel and dime it until a game is finished, type thing. He's a job. Yeah, it's tough. I have 2 jobs. I have real job, which is why I'm off today, which is why I'm here, and I have YouTube, which is completely a whole different baby. Sunny says, I hope you're taking good care of yourself. Thank you, Sunny Alex Art. I try. I really try, and I appreciate you, Grim. Man, it do be moving, Will. And I do work hard for y'all. I hope it makes a difference. I hope you watch and feel things, and it makes your life better in some way. I think we're actually kind of close to the bottom of this list that I have. Yeah, we're pretty damn close, because all these are just stuff that everyone kind of knows about. This is Phantom Blade Zero. Let's see what this is about. Wait, I think I skipped one. I think I skipped one on accident. Gaia. What is Gaia here? Honestly, Grim, I could make a living out of my YouTube job. The only problem is my wife is in graduate school right now. She's working on her doctorate degree, so she's not working. Once she works, yeah, I probably could make the swap, and that's not too terribly far off. So we'll see what happens. I also have days where I wake up and I feel like I'm washed up. I'm like, no one watches my videos anymore. Like analytics get to me, and I'm like, there's no way I could do this for a living. So who knows? Maybe one day I'll just retire. You'll never see me again. And maybe my wife will get a job out of grad school, make a lot of money, and I'll suddenly not need 2 jobs, and I'll stick with YouTube. Anything can happen. But we keep our fingers crossed, and we just be grateful for every day we're given. That's the way I look at it. This is Gaia. The Fierce Knight! Attack! Kaiba's life points directly. Yo, that animation was crazy. Did you see that? Whoa. The level of detail on that was so good. Oh, this is cute. I like this. It's a sky tapeworm. Now, what's the game looking like, though? What's the game looking like? No. What is the game looking like? Proof of concept for the Bass World we want to create. Okay, so I got a lot of these kind of early. Like I say, I was adding trailers left and right. That's all concept. So there is no gameplay. But mad props to the creative department. This is Phantom Blade Zero. This one looks quite interesting. But before that, we have a small Rudy break. Hi, buddy. Hey, Rudy. You need to say hello? Oh, there's my good dog. There's my good dog. He's just been sitting here staring at me. He's like, please, can I please come get pets? All right, what we got here? Phantom Blade Zero. I feel like I might have seen a clip of this on Twitter. Sweet Rudy Roo. S game.
days do I have left? 42 or 41. The face of this is here!
Ay, Dios mío.
Don't go up there. Turn back before it's too late.
Not the hanged horse. Has new meaning to hung like a horse. Yeah. Okay. You have my attention. That's a big butter knife. Walk, 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 walk. Parry, dodge. Yes. That's a big ball. She's swinging with her feet. Oh, somebody is just absolutely activated by that. Thank you. Okay. Okay. I don't know that there's enough there for me to be like, yeah, I gotta play this yet. Sorry, buddy. I don't know if there's enough there yet for me to want to play this. But I like the... Just because it looks like, you know, every other kind of like Souls style, whatever. I don't know. He was moving though. If it's one of those ones, if I see it again and I see some more gameplay, maybe. Yeah, so the direct was cool yesterday. Give me a second, y'all. I've desperately got to pee. If you wouldn't mind, just give me just a moment here. I'm going to give you some music back so that you got a little bit of something to listen to. I will be right back. Holy shit. Okay. That's better. Jesus. Feels so good to be empty. Alright, welcome back everybody. Had to go drain my lizard. So, that's everything I had on my list. I did have a couple folks come forward and recommend some stuff. So we have what Blumhouse horror games. So I don't even know where to begin with this. Official lineup reveal. I guess let's watch this and see if one of these catches my interest. Little Children says, what game are you most excited for? Of everything I saw, of everything we just watched and the direct, honestly, that it's got to be that Expedition 33 thing. It was that wild JRPG that just has a lot of extraordinarily good camera work. Silent Hill 2, I haven't really talked about, but like there's a whole controversy about if Silent Hill 2 looks good. I think it looks fantastic. I'm here for it. Again, people are so persnickety about this, but having played the original's great. And it's just good to see them kind of expound upon it and make it better. I mean, I get the whole idea of James is supposed to feel weak. We shouldn't be making this we shouldn't be streamlining the combat too much, so I get that, but at the same time, I don't know. I just think that there's enough here in the source material that they really... I feel like they can't fuck it up. I guess is the one I'm trying to say. I feel like they can't fuck up Silent Hill 2. Like, how could you possibly... Like, even if you make the combat a little bit more snazzy, I think as long as you keep it kind of minimalist... I know there's, like, a different costume for... I don't know why I'm blanking on her name. It's a different costume for her. She's, like, in a different outfit. I don't care. You know, it's not a massive deal. People just... When a game is this big, people have their opinions. Have you played Signalis? Yeah, I love Signalis. Signalis is fantastic. I talked about that in a video that it just has "Wake Up" in the thumbnail. Really great game. Love Signalis. There was a lot special. But Blumhouse, let's see what we have. I just wanted to get an idea of which ones are interesting to look up a trailer for, if they have that. That one, not so much. This Pixely one has me interested. But that is a farming sim. So I will be...
I cannot sleep. I cannot sleep. I must not.
Yeah, this sleep one.
I am terrified to sleep. And I am scared to death to stay awake.
Don't worry, Viv. If any ghosts actually show up, I'll protect you.
Okay, those are the two that I remember catching. So it was Sleep Alive? Was that what it's called? Sleep Awake. Okay. Sleep Awake trailer. And Fear the Spotlight. Okay, let's see. Sleep Awake. Not saying this anywhere. First person selected a horror game.
I must not sleep.
Oh, that's the whole trailer. Alright, well, let me... that's like enough. This is the one that really had me interested anyways. Just because of this. Here we go.
Are you okay?
This right here has me interested.
Do you see anyone?
Oh, the one is close to release, I see.
Totally empty.
That's the other thing. A lot of the stuff, people have been talking about the backlog increasing. This is the, a ton of these that I'm adding aren't going to come out for a very long time.
Hope the board looks as creepy as I imagined.
I just want to be updated on when they do finally come out.
With hands entwined and hearts aligned, we seek the realm of the undefined.
What was that?
Don't worry, Viv. If any ghosts actually show up, I'll protect you.
The lip sync is actually very good.
I've got to get out of here.
You got it. Let me look it up. Oh wait, I have it up here. What am I doing? Fear the Spotlight. Yeah, that looks interesting enough for me to at least keep feelers out on. Would y'all be interested in seeing what the current backlog looks like? I didn't broadcast it this year like I did last year. Would y'all just be interested to see what it looks like right now? I do have it going. Yeah, so this is going to be... Yeah, I would be good with playing that. Oh, and here we go. We got this analog shit. I don't even want to go down this rabbit hole. That might be like one for me to go down later. I'm just going to put this to watch later. I'm going to put this... How come it already has reviews? Maybe there's a demo? I don't know. Reviews. Oh yeah, what the hell? Temporarily unavailable on Steam for significant update. Oh, okay, so it has been out, but they're updating it, I suppose. Interesting. So that would be why, to answer that question. All right, so the current backlog. Sure, I'll find a little. Okay. Bop, bop, bop. Here's the current backlog. This is all it is right now, and this is not including stuff that just has not come out yet. So, like, let me just go to the... I'll pull back in a second, but, like, as you can see, this wish list is as long as my... This is very long. But this is the current actual, like, I have lined up... And I've kept it very simple this year. I haven't, you know, there's a lot of other data that gets kept. Like, so right now I have like game ratings and stuff here, like whenever I did it. So like I'm still doing that. I'm still writing my thoughts out about it, like I did last year, which has been nice. Here's my one for Rebirth. I had a lot to say, but it's been nice having that. But this is all it is right now, and you know, this is a reasonable size because again, it's a running backlist. There have been things I've added. There have been things I've taken off. It is truly just like, I want to keep this stuff in front of me as far as like what I actually plan on playing. This is like the on deck stuff. Now that being said, there's stuff here that hasn't come out, or like I can't decide if I want to add to the backlog or not. But basically, like Dragon Age Origins is a good one because everyone's like, play Dragon Age, play Dragon Age. I've had a lot of people come forward and tell me to play Dragon Age. I don't know. I'm on the fence about it. At some point, if I catch an itch, I will just pick it up and add it to the backlog. But what this list is now is just like, no, I absolutely will be playing these. I just need, to find the time and to have actually purchased it type thing. Yeah, I got to get to Chrono Trigger. That's one of the classics I kind of left on there. Got to get to that. Got to get to The Last of Us. Got to get to God of War. I heard enough hype around that one. Still got to play Persona. Final Fantasy 16 is another one that I actually added back to it a couple months ago as I was playing Rebirth, because I had some friends convince me, like, if you like the really, cinematic style Final Fantasy, you should give 16 a chance. There's a lot good about it. So I was like, all right, cool. But yeah, there it is, y'all. Animal Well, still got to do that. Really want to play Thousand Exorcist. Started Lorelei and the Laser Eyes and kind of had to get busy on the video, so I kind of fell off. But I was only like 30 minutes in, so I'll start it over at some point. If F-16 is almost a movie, I kind of thought that might be the case. I scratched off Hellblade 2 pretty fast from that backlog. Why is that? Explain that to me, because I would. I know it's on Xbox, but that's the whole issue. If it was actually on PlayStation, I would play. If you play any character action games like DMC or Bayonetta, yeah, okay, great. In that case, I'll enjoy it. It's short. Final Fantasy 9, add it right back up. Final Fantasy freaking 9. Let me just approach this like it's fresh. Hang on. Grim says, I gotta head out. It's always worth it. Kept on studies. Yeah, absolutely. Study up. Grim, it was a pleasure. Take care of yourself. Glad you could drop by. See you next time, bud. All right, here we go. I'm just gonna watch this fresh as if I've never laid eyes on it before. Fine. God damn it. Fine. Hey, Willie. It is nice. Hey, what's another Final Fantasy? At the end of the day, before I lay my head down one last time, shut my eyes, breathe my last, I would like to have played every Final Fantasy. I doubt it'll happen, but this one feels like one I should play. I'm gonna it's 53 main extra. I'm not gonna do everything. I know damn sure I'm not gonna do everything, but it's also gonna take me longer than that. I'll say 45 hours. That's what I'm gonna get the estimate I'll give. Fine. The auto 900 damage, skip the grind, man, or just watch it. I could always just watch it. That might be the play. It is purchased. I do have it already. Fine. So yeah. Hooray for Final Fantasy, everybody. Have you played Crisis Core? No, I would love to play Crisis Core. But the funny thing is I know what happens because I looked up a plot synopsis right after I finished X. After I finished the original Final Fantasy VII. And I was like, yep, I gotta know what happens. And so I just immediately went up to a plot synopsis, looked up some scenes. So I probably should play it because it's been a while. And I'm sure I've forgotten quite a bit, but you know how it is. Oh man, but yeah, there's a lot good on here that I do need to play. Hellblade is apparently very short. When I looked it up earlier on how long to beat, it was like 8 hours. Hello. Yeah, it was like, you know, I suck at games. It'll probably take me a little longer. Yeah, Dragon Quest looks good. I did see that after playing them all. So yeah, no, I don't know, but this has been good. I think I'm hungry. I think I'm ready for lunch. Are you sharing the link to the spreadsheet? No, I am not. That is, it will stress me out to do that. I don't want people looking. It was fun last year. Like it was a whole thing. You know, like hey, let's keep up with me, guys. Let's see if I can do it. No, can't do it again. Shadow Hearts. I played Shadow Hearts back in the day. Actually, Shadow Hearts is cool. Shadow Hearts 2, I believe, is the one that I played. I don't think I ever beat it, but I played quite a bit. And it had this really fun battle system. Yeah, disgusting. Let's find like better gameplay. Let's like, I wonder if I could do it like this. 4K. AI upscale. I just want like a. Here we go. Here it is, extremely crispy, but it is a JRPG. I just want the battle system because the battle system had this weird little dial thing. Madam, put those away. Yeah, so check this weird battle system out. Boom, boom. God, this is taking me back. Boom, boom, boom. That's how you determine how well your attack does. That woman is dead. The animations had me convinced she is done. 111. Wow, that's a lot of damage. Yeah, but this little zip, dip, very cool. I was a big fan of that, and I appreciate. I feel like she's just gone. But I appreciate that, and in in Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door, I appreciate how you can't just hit a button to attack. I appreciate that there is some level of like, okay, let's be calm under pressure, and let's execute this by hitting a button perfectly timed or whatever it is. I appreciate that, which is weird because that's what I hate about fighting games. Like there are times where I'd be playing Street Fighter, and I know that I win if I hit a certain combo. And I'll be in that circumstance in the match, and I'll be like, okay, now just do the combo, and I'll miss input. And that pisses me off like crazy because it's like it feels like I'm playing chess, but I accidentally moved the piece to the wrong part of the board. Not because I'm stupid, but because like my fingers couldn't do what I needed them to do. So it's weird that I feel that way and I get pissed off about that, but I find this cool. You know what I'm saying? I need to think about that and learn something about myself. I'm a huge fighting game nerd. Oh, who do you play? Dimoguri in Tekken. I picked up Tekken 8 when it came out. I really like Tekken. It surprised me how much I like Tekken. I almost might like Tekken as far as playing it goes. I almost might like playing it more than I like playing Street Fighter. Or maybe I don't. I don't know. I can't decide because it involves a lot less neutral game. Street Fighter feels like it is just a ton of neutral. But Tekken feels like you lose neutral one time, it's kind of over. That's true, Sierra. That's a very good point. That's a healthy compromise as opposed to like, you couldn't hit everything in a way. Actually, what pisses me off is like that's timing based, but what pisses me off is when it's like quarter circle, button, and the PlayStation 5 controller just is kind of like, your quarter circle got a little bit eaten by how fat your thumbs are and how clunky the controller is. And I know the answer is just get a fight stick, but those are pricey. So, Claudia, okay, very nice. Okay, so you've been around the block though. Yeah. I play Elisa, and that's my thing in fighting games. I pick one character and I ride or die with them through all the seasons, as far as it will go. Because the second I try to learn a different character, it will fuck me up so deeply, and I forget how to play. So I play Elisa. At least it's really fun to play. I like the chainsaws. Yeah, same universe. I can only main one character. Started in Tekken 3. Okay, so you have been around for a hot little bit then. Dead Sea says, I may have missed the trailer review, but what are your thoughts on Doom: The Dark Ages? I know Doom isn't everyone's cup of tea, but probably most anticipated game. Probably my most anticipated game right now, aside from Zelda. What I did hear about this, and yeah, to your point, yeah, I don't really mess with Doom that much, but I feel like I don't know. I haven't seen anything on this. Before he became a hero, he was a taxi driver. He was a super weapon of gods and kings. Yeah, and we'll like, it'd be easy to go. We'll just do modern controls, but then when you go to modern controls, like you sacrifice a lot of potential combos, and that just I just wish it was easier. I wish I could get the inputs correctly. Fuck everybody else. I just wish I could get the button inputs right. It does look very metal. Homie got shot out of a cannon. It's nothing to me, man. I landed right on my feet. Oh yeah, I saw you get a crushed skull as ammo. That's kind of wild. You know, I've never been big on Doom because I've never really played, but watching this, like, this does look fun. It's basically just first-person Dynasty Warriors. You're just mowing down a lot of things. Hey, yo. Yeah, that was pretty metal. Well, gang, I'm hungry. I would like to go eat now. It's been a good stream. We went for what, 2.5 hours? That's pretty good. Really good viewership. Loved it. A lot of fun. Way more than we used to have back in the day. So just want to thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for watching the video if you haven't already. It is out there. It is called Fictional Places That Make You Feel Temporary. And it is, I'm very proud of it. I worked very hard on it. So, yeah. XOXO. Have a lovely rest of your day. Thank you so much for being here. This is a lot of fun. Grim Reaper says thank you. Graham, I thought you went to go study. What are you doing, Graham? Tiger says thanks for the stream, dude. Keep up the good work you do. Appreciate that. Team Aguri, be good. Universe, right on. Is absolutely good. Appreciate you. Is it Gith Huber? Is it Git Huber? Whatever it is, thank you for being here, kid. I appreciate you. Reza, how's it going? Thank you so much. Bye. Sierra says thanks for the stream. Sierra, be good, my friend. We'll play something again soon. Oh, Grim about to set you free. Don't worry about it. Universe, Will, anyone else that was here that I'm forgetting? There was a lot of folks here. I really appreciate you guys. Soy. Take care of yourselves, my friends. We will do this again soon. I do want to stream more regularly, not every week like I was doing, but you know, Hopper. Good Hopper. I see. I think. Good Hopper. Appreciate you. Thank you for being here, Good Hopper. Dead Sea, take care as always. Have yourselves a damn good one, everyone. And I will see you here soon-ish. Where I'm just trying to buy time till I can find this button. There it is. I found the button. Okay, everybody. Take care. Bye, y'all.